It all started in our branch meetings in Sunderland. Several of my colleagues were coming to meetings and after a cup of tea and a biscuit were complaining about the increase of abuse from a small minority of parents. Verbal abuse on the yard, on the phone, aggressive, threatening, the WhatsApp groups, the Facebook campaigns, the way that your name is dragged through the dirt. I've been threatened. I have been physically assaulted. So after about two or three meetings, I said to them, do you know what? We need to make a stand against this. So we pulled together a motion and I took it to conference.
So it was almost exactly a year ago when this came to the last annual conference as a motion and was passed, I think, unanimously at the time. And what that meant was the kind of local regional campaign then became a national campaign. And the first thing we did was to run a large scale national survey. Over 1,500 of our members responded to our request for information. And we got some really very shocking results. So more than 4 in 5 of those responded said that they had suffered some form of abuse in the last year. And crucially, 86% said that the abuse they were receiving had got worse in the last 3 years. Then, when we had those really strong, compelling stats, that allowed us then to go and get that media coverage to make sure that the public, policymakers were being made aware of just how big an issue this was. I think it's pretty safe to say I don't recall a campaign that's received quite the blanket coverage that this one did. It was everywhere. It was from the BBC breakfast sofa right down to the regional newspapers and everything in between. And I am pleased that the government seemed to have noticed the campaign. And almost straight afterwards, they approached us and said, okay, we need to talk about this. We need to get around the table and we need to start thinking about solutions. So as we're speaking today, really, we're waiting for those meetings to start now where we can get around the table and start trying to find practical solutions to deal with this issue.
I would urge you to attend branch meetings, talk about incidents that have happened to you. Know that that is a safe space where you will be supported and cared for. And also know that if you need additional support, the NHT is there for you. Our campaign started in a very wet, miserable November evening in our Sunderland branch. And it just goes to show that if there is something that is bothering you, we have the democracy in our union to take our ideas forward and take them to conference, take them to campaigns. So please speak up, come to conference, put in a motion, and make the things that bother you the things that everybody is talking about.